Hello guys, welcome to an up and coming, and today we're going to be talking about The Last of Us 2. Alright, so I remember I made a what's next on this, and the audio was horrible. It was like my second or third what's next, and I completely messed up, and it was awful. The audio was awful. The vision... Alright, whatever, get on to it. The Last of Us 2. So, we got The Last of Us reveal trailer, and it was amazing. It was everything anyone could have hoped for, and it was never enough, and it would never be enough either or. Well, The Last of Us 2, it shows a bunch of dead bodies, and Ellie sitting there playing a guitar, singing, and she's covered in blood, she's all dirty and ragged, and you see Joel approach, and he's all clean and nice and well done. And there are a lot of theories that I've heard about The Last of Us 2. A lot of crazy theories, a lot of good theories, a lot that maybe Ellie was pregnant and she had a or she had a baby taken, or maybe it has something to do with the Fireflies and how they're going after them, and because Joel like basically murdered every single one of them. By now, as always, I'm going to warn there are going to be spoilers. This isn't going to be like the usual up and coming, but there are going to be spoilers because The Last of Us 1 has been out since 2013. You should have played it by now. If you're not, you've been warned. Alright, let's get on with it. So The Last of Us 2, it looked amazing. The whole trailer, the video trailer, everything. Now, from what we know from The Last of Us 1, Joel pretty much wipes out the Fireflies, so he can get Ellie back, so Ellie doesn't die. And so I've heard many theories about it, and the one I like the most is, I don't remember who exactly I heard it from, but I saw a YouTube video about 17 minutes long about the Theseus theory, because in the trailer you could see a poster and the only word you can make out is Theseus. I'll let you look that up on your own because it is not my theory, but what I actually think is going to happen, well, like just a broad statement that's going to happen, Joel is going to die. He has to die. It's not that he has to die, I just believe he has to die. Joel and Ellie, that is The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie. And Neil Druckmann stated that this is going to be a relationship about hate rather than love. And the way I see it is going to be a father. The first Last of Us was about a father losing a daughter. I feel like this one is going to be about a daughter losing a father. Now, obviously, at the end of The Last of Us, Joel sees Ellie as a daughter, and Ellie sees Joel as a father figure. And it is truly amazing, this story of The Last of Us, and it's like tied for the second best story I've ever played. The first being the other being The Witcher 3. Sorry, but it is truly an amazing story, and I love this game. This game was amazing, and I'm definitely getting The Last of Us 2, so expect that. That'll probably be a series on my channel. But just The Last of Us in general is amazing, and I feel like Joel is going to have to die, whether he goes out killing fireflies and gets killed and Ellie is going to avenge him, or whether he goes out saving Ellie from clickers or zombies or getting mauled to death, because Ellie can't get infected but she can get mauled to death. So I feel like either way Joel has to go out, and that makes me sad. It does. And we probably won't see another The Last of Us 2 till probably like late 27. No, this is 2017 now. Probably early to late 2018. Sometime in 2018 we will get it. That's when I believe we'll get it. I don't think we'll get it this year. If we do get it this year, it'll be like November or December by the time we get it, and who knows when that will be. But I loved this game. This game was tremendous, and it's going to be made by Naughty Dog. And Naughty Dog really does know how to make a game, and that's not me just being like, oh, Sony exclusives are the best. I mean, I do like Xbox One exclusives. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Dead Rising series. I just played Dead Rising 4, and I beat it in literally a day. I love that game. It was so fun, and I can't wait to play it again. But that's beyond the point. The Last of Us has a very good storyline, and I know for a fact that it'll be good because Naughty Dog tends to make good games. I liked Uncharted 4, and I liked The Last of Us. And I liked all the Uncharted games pretty much, and I've liked all the Crash Bandicoot games. I don't think they make those. I want to say they do. But what I personally think is going to happen out of the trailer, my reaction from it. So I don't think Joel is dead at the time of that trailer. Now, I do know that at the end of The Last of Us they're heading to Tommy's Dam, and I believe that they're gonna live a good life there. And I think it's 4 years later because Ellie is 19 and she's 14 in this game, and they spend a year in this game, so she'd be 15 at the end. So it'd be 4 years later, she'd be 19.
Where are we going?
All right, so it's 4 years later. And I figured Joel's going to be pretty clean cut. I mean, he's been living at the dam for a while, you know, he's gotten time to clean up, and him and Tommy are there. And I feel like that Ellie probably did a raid against the Fireflies, because in a sense, I did draw this from the Theseus theory, but it was in that video where I drew this from, where this is what I started to believe. That at the end of The Last of Us, Joel states that they're a lot more like Ellie, and that the Fireflies were just testing on people like Ellie. And what if he wasn't wrong? Like, he knows, at the time he's lying to her, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know the real truth. And what if he's lying to her? And that is where I believe that the events of The Last of Us 2, because what if Ellie finds out that the Fireflies have been just testing on all these people and all these all these people like her, and we know from Ellie's personality, from playing as her in one of the chapters, as well as going alongside her, that she's very, very hateful against people who against people she likes.
Let her go.
We see how protective she gets over Joel, and we see how protective she is with Marlene here, and I think that she's going to be angry at this and going at the Fireflies for all this, and that's where the trailer will come in. Like, do you really want to do this? Like, do you really want to go and just start all this havoc as like we just I made it I'm not saying I as like I'm Joel, but I believe Joel's gonna be like, we have peace. Like, we don't have to do this. We finally have peace. We don't have to be doing this. We have a life. We don't have to worry about creating chaos. We don't have to worry about surviving. We're safe at the dam. And Ellie's probably going to be headstrong, full on, going to like, we have to do this. We have to help these people like me. We have to help my people. And sometime during that whole scenario, because we are playing as Ellie, I think that Joel is going to die. And this is going to truly affect her, and I don't know how it's going to affect her, and I'm excited to see how it's going to affect her. But Naughty Dog stated that they weren't going to make a sequel unless they could make a good sequel. That isn't going to be the same, like exactly the same as the first story. And knowing from the Uncharted series, they have made very quality games, or good quality games. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out words. It's 3 in the morning, and I got my wisdom teeth out yesterday. But I got my top wisdom teeth, so I can still talk. But The Last of Us 2 will truly be a good game, and I'm very excited to see where it goes.
Don't take long.
But
And you,
like I said, Joel's going to have to die, and it's going to be heartbreaking to see. And we know nothing about the story yet, and I'll probably do an up and coming revisited to get more about the story. But I had a lot of theories of what could go on, and The Last of Us is going to need Joel and Ellie. And I don't believe they're gonna just kill Joel like that right off the bat. They can't. I don't think they could. I don't think they could do the story like that. But I think that Joel's going to die sometime in probably the middle or the end of The Last of Us 2. And that's my dog. If you didn't hear her collar shaking, she's shaking her fur. It's going to be heartbreaking to see, and I'm very excited to see what Naughty Dog does with it. They are good game developers. They're good game developers, and I can't wait to see. What are your thoughts and theories on it? I want to hear them all in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, guys. What do you think that The Last of Us 2 is going to be? Do you think that Joel's going to die? Do you think that the Fireflies are going after Ellie and Joel, or do you think it's purely just the Fireflies trying to exact revenge on Joel and Ellie for basically wiping them out. And who knows what it'll be like. I'm very excited to see it, and personally, this is probably going to be one of the best games, in my opinion, for me, one of the best games for me to play. Um, the first, I gotta say, my first game is no longer Skyrim. My first favorite game is going to be The Witcher 3, and then Skyrim, and then The Last of Us. That's how big of an impact The Last of Us had on me. No, it's just, I don't know. The Last of Us was such a good story, and I'm so excited to see the second story. And I keep saying that, but it's one of those games where it made you feel like you were a part of the game. Like you cared for the characters. You wanted something good to happen to the characters. You didn't want anything bad to happen. You wanted everyone to be okay in the end. And I know in The Last of Us 2, it's not going to be like that. And the ending to The Last of Us 2 or Last of Us was such a cliffhanger that you know something is going to have to happen. And I honestly think that The Last of Us 2 will be the last in the series. I don't think they're going to do a Last of Us 3. I don't think they'll drag it on, and if they do, I would maybe be, I don't know if I'll be disappointed. I would have to actually play The Last of Us 2 to see if I would see where my opinions are from there. But personally, I believe that The Last of Us 2 will be the last one, and we'll see where it goes. I want to know your guys' opinions, so I'll let you get to that, and I'll see you around.
I don't gotta know.